Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Sophie Grace. I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 55 kilos. I've lost 36 kilos so far and I have another 19 kilos to go. I wanted to talk today about 5 habits I think are critical for weight loss. 5 habits that are really going to help you lose weight. The first habit I really recommend is to prioritize drinking water. This was like the first thing when I started losing weight. I really focused on water because when you aren't taking in enough water, your body tends to respond with hunger. And obviously, as overeaters, we're already really tempted to eat. So having that hunger cue, we're obviously going to eat. And just to be able to fill up, it just helps. It really helps a lot to fill up on water, not just food. And it's also so good for you. It's also to keep healthy. You are like 70% water. So obviously it is super important for you, just as like a health standard, to be drinking at least like a couple of liters of water a day. But it really, really helps. And I think the other cool thing that it does is obviously it fills you up. But the other cool thing it does is it gives you something to do with your mouth. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it just gives you something to do. It's like a hand to mouth action. And that's the thing, like for those of us who are possibly like recovering binge eaters and snackers, like late night snackers, this motion, it's this motion that you need to like replace that action of putting something in your mouth to something else. And obviously and people might use like knitting, just keep your hands busy, but it's just something to do to keep yourself busy and distracted instead of eating, to just drink water. Like you can have like a glass of water with you all the time, but I just think it's easier just to have a drink bottle on you and just make that drink bottle your new best friend. Like go buy a really nice drink bottle and like that is your new best friend. You're going to have it with you all the time. I've got mine. This one's only like 500 mils. So you don't have to carry a huge giant 2-liter bottle with you. I like to have this one because it's smaller and it just fits a bit better in my car. So you don't have to have a huge water bottle with you, but just have it and make it like your habit to just drink water. And the whole thing with like peeing heaps, you will get used to it. Like, yes, the first few days, the first week of drinking lots of water, you are going to be peeing all the time, but your body will get used to it and you'll get used to holding on more. And it's honestly better for you to try and hold on. I know, like, I'm not a bloody medical expert over here, but I know that it's good. It's better to like try and keep a strong bladder. Don't go to the bathroom immediately when you need to pee unless you have like some sort of like incontinence problem. Obviously, like, I'm not giving medical advice, but yeah, you'll be fine, honestly. Anyway, that's the first habit. I really recommend to drink more water. Prioritize it. That's the first thing. It's just somewhere to start as well. The second habit I think is super critical for weight loss, or a good habit, an amazing habit for weight loss, is walking. Walking is something that I feel like I started walking before walking was a thing. Like at the moment, it's like a hot girl walk is like the thing to do or a mental health walk is like the thing to do. I feel like I was doing this like over 10 years ago and it was like what I would do. And I would literally go on walks to like suss out my whole life. And I would like contemplate life by going on these walks. Going on walks is freaking amazing. Like the late Queen Elizabeth, like she was a big believer in going on walks as well. And I think like just being outside, being in nature, like it really does kind of give you this energy, and it's also a distraction. And when you go on a walk, I really feel like it just kind of like calms you down. It's got all these benefits. Just walk. And also you're going to burn a bit of extra calories. So if you if you're super sedentary and you don't really walk, you just drive everywhere, you have like a sedentary job, I would just I wouldn't do anything too crazy, but I would just start with like a half-hour walk a day and then just like go from there, build on that. And like, don't feel like you need to start doing 10,000 steps tomorrow. Like, do not worry about that. I was doing just a half-hour walk every day for like the last 2 years. Like, that's all I was doing, and I just kept at it. And now this year, only this year, am I like regularly getting over 10,000 steps every day, and it's quite, you know, normal for me. And if I get less than 10,000 steps, I'm like, oh, what the hell, Sophie, like step it up, what the hell. But yeah, like just start off slow. But seriously, walking is bloody amazing for weight loss. Like, it's going to help. Burning those extra calories every day is going to seriously help you, because it's going to increase your calorie deficit. It's just going to help. It's going to give you a little bit more, like, you know, pizzazz, kajazz for the day. You know what I mean? But the third amazing habit for weight loss is tracking your calories. This is something that I only started doing this this year. Obviously, it's super important, I think, at first to focus on other things. Like, if you are a binge eater, focus on not binging, first of all. Focus on that first, and then don't even think about tracking calories. I really recommend, though, like, once you've dealt with your main issues, such as binge eating, such as snacking at night, once you've dealt with those major issues, then I would go towards tracking calories. But I would definitely focus on like the big things first. Don't worry about calories. Focus on the big things first, and don't even worry about calories at first. Like, if you're over 100 kilos, I just don't think there's any point in thinking about calories. What you should be thinking of is like, okay, am I binging? Seriously, like, am I a binge eater? Like, am I snacking on like heaps of freaking junk food at nighttime? You just have to deal with those obvious issues first before you even worry about calories, because there's no point. Because once you cut out binging, cut out snacking on things you just know are bad, then once you've kind of dealt with that, then you're going to already be in a deficit anyway. So I wouldn't worry about like tracking calories. But once you deal with that, I highly recommend tracking calories, because it's just really, really helped me. Like, honestly, it's really given me the results, and it's really given me that focus. So I really highly recommend tracking calories, even though I've said in other videos, like, oh, I'm not going to be tracking calories, like, oh my God. But now I'm like, I love tracking calories now. So I don't know if I'm going to do it forever. I don't know, but for now I'm like, hell yeah. And I do have some days where I don't track calories. So it's not like I'm perfect. I don't track perfectly. I don't track every tiny little thing. Like, certain things I don't even track. I'm just like, no. Like, most vegetables I don't track. Most fruit I don't track, because I'm like, what's the point? Like, I'm not going to freaking put down that I ate like 20 calories. Like, no, it's just not worth it to me. But yes, highly recommend tracking calories. It's a really great habit to get into once you're at that point where I think that it's actually like productive to even track. The fourth amazing habit for weight loss is stop eating before you feel full. So this is a hard one for binge eaters, because obviously we've been at that point where we have eaten so much food. We are so beyond full. You know, we are so uncomfortable. We feel so sick, actually. You know, we pretty much like make ourselves sick from all the food we eat. So it's really, really hard to get that control. But once you get to that stage, like once you've reached a point where it's like, okay, like you are getting on top of the binge eating, you are getting on top of the overeating, you can actually get to that point where you can be a bit more mindful about what you're eating, and you can actually like start to, you know, I would just focus on that, like, you know, look into this, like look into how to be more mindful of food, look into it and practice. And yeah, just keep trying. That's the thing. Like, the biggest thing with weight loss, just keep trying. Like, don't go try a diet like the Atkins diet or the cabbage soup diet or whatever the hell diet there is these days. I don't even know. Don't try these diets and then, like, you know, you can't do them because they're like stupid diets. Like, the best diet in the world is just to trial and error and like figure out what works for you. Like, that's going to be the best diet ever. And just remember that a diet is just what you eat. You know, we don't want to go on a diet. We just want to figure out like, okay, what is the optimum diet for me? So I super recommend just, you know, really trying to hone into that. And, you know, obviously, you know, what would feel full for me might feel like a full feeling for you might be different for me. Like, I might feel like quite full and think, okay, like I'm full, like I'm going to stop eating, or like, oh, I feel like satiated, I'm going to stop eating. For someone who's slimmer than me, my satiated, happy, I've had enough to eat feeling, for them, to them, they might think, oh, that I'm full. Like so that feeling for them might be like, I'm so full, like I could not eat another bite. So, you know, I think like that's one of the things that I'm working on too, is to stop eating. It's so hard to stop eating when you're when you're eating like really nice food and there's only a bit left. It's really hard. Some days I'm pretty good and I'm able to just stop eating, you know, and it depends on what you're eating as well. I feel like if you're eating like some takeaway food that you just spent like 20 bucks on, it's really hard to not keep eating it. But I am getting better at this. But seriously, like really try to be mindful, pay attention, stop eating before you get to that full feeling. You know, just really try to be mindful and think, okay, hang on, like I'm actually satiated. Again, I know this is why we're here. You're probably thinking, Sophie, I know that, like, that's like, I'm fat, and obviously if I could do that, then I would do that. And I totally get you. Like, I'm right there with you. We can do this. We can do this. Like, we can be skinnier than the skinny bitches out there. Like, we're going to be skinnier than them. We can do this. It's just a matter of like honing in, you know, to that mentality, you know, like that mentality when you just have those days when you're vibing. You've just got those days when it's like, oh, it's all just going well. We're getting there. Okay. We can do this, right? Anyways, just excuse me while I go off on a weird tangent there. Okay. So the fifth and final habit, amazing habit for weight loss is, oh my God, what was it? Far out, man. What was it? Oh, so my fifth and final habit for weight loss is to go sober. So I'm not like 100% sober. I'm kind of trying to be, but I really recommend going sober. I find that I eat way less being sober, because when I find that if I even have like one glass of wine, I feel like it's so much easier to like give into temptations, because like my guard's down. Like I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling like, oh yeah, let's have a good time. Even though it's like a Tuesday, let's have a good time. Like I don't want that. Like I don't want that in my life. So I really recommend going sober. Also, the calories that you'll save from not drinking, those alcohol calories, it'll really help. So if you are drinking like quite often, like if you drink like say like a few times a week, I really recommend just cutting that down a bit. Obviously, like it is really hard to just like stop completely and just dry and cold turkey. I totally understand that. But for me, I reckon just try, give it a go. Maybe even challenge yourself to go 30 days, like no alcohol. Just challenge yourself and see like, you know, how you feel and if it does help you, or maybe even just the week. Again, like if you drink quite a lot, just go the week and see if you can do it and see if it helps you, like see how you feel. Because honestly, for me, like alcohol is one of those things where I will eat more, like if I'm drinking. So I just, you know, and that's the thing, like it's a personal thing as well. I just feel like I don't need that in my life anymore. I mean, obviously, you know, it is still hard, but I just recommend going sober. I think it's going to help. Bonus habit, little surprise bonus habit. So the sixth and bonus habit is to eat more protein. Protein is so satiating and it's so good for you, and you need it to, you know, repair and build muscle. Prioritize protein. Again, like, you know, don't feel like you have to go and like start counting the amount of the grams of protein you're having every day. Like I don't even do that. Like I mean, maybe one day I will, I don't know, but I just couldn't be bothered with that. I just stick to the calories. But yeah, I really definitely recommend, you need it anyway. Like it's good for you anyway. Like eat whole foods, prioritize protein, and try and have protein in every meal. So that was my bonus tip, and that's my five amazing habits for weight loss, plus the bonus little habit of eating more protein. I really hope this helps. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to follow me on my weight loss journey and get more tips and just see more about weight loss and all this other stuff. I have some other plans of what I want to do. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. I had so many new subscribers over the weekend, so thank you so much. Oh my God, you made me so happy. I think like one of my shorts went viral, so yeah, thank you so much. I've changed, like Oh my gosh, I'm like going to be 33 in October. 33 and thriving. Oh my god. Anyway, that's enough. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.